solve a problem, you have to understand the problem. A few of you asked me to elaborate on what external rotation is, and so that's what this second video is about. Shout out to @Darwin's Greatest Hits for being the first to notice, and Omar Gassama, my first sub. No one can ever take that away from you. Cheers. Let's take a look at my old posture, and hopefully you can see that there's nothing too extreme here, and yet this shoulder position, that's enough to ruin my pulling power. It kills my pull-up. In preparation for external rotation, usual thing is chest up, shoulders back, palms out. And yet, when I do that, the position hasn't really changed. It's still slightly rotated forwards and inwards. And that's the problem, because when I then try and lift my arms up, I've got very little lat activation going on, and when I try and pull down, I get to about here, I've got a very, very limited range of motion. I thought I was going into external rotation, but the important joint, the shoulder here, was still staying in internal rotation slightly. Every time I was doing a pull-up, I was having to use my arms. Now, that's great if you're working on the guns, but it's no good if you want ultimate pulling power. Start with your shoulder and elbow down at 90 degrees and then rotate out. What we're trying to avoid is, I'm not moving the scapula, I'm just moving the shoulder. Hopefully you'll see when I put the arm down is now I've moved the shoulder, or the humerus, the upper arm, back into the shoulder joint, whereas before it was internally rotated. It's this that I'm looking for, the humerus rotating out here, and feel the lats turn on. Now is the time to then retract the scapula, depress it, and all of a sudden you can feel the whole of this side of the back turning on. Boom, there is your pulling power. We can then raise our arms and you should start to feel this stretch ready, loading up the power for you to then pull. When we get back on the bar, we do the same thing, shoulders into position, lats on, and then arms up. Much more power than before. A few more tips for you when you're on the bar. When you're pulling, pull with your elbows in front. Now we've got this new shoulder position that works really nicely. Secondly, pull with your feet slightly in front of the bar and you will pull behind it, and that's where you get that extra height. Nice. It will take a few sessions before you really get that power and timing to lock in and really come through. It's also really easy to lose that form and go back to old habits. Really focus on that shoulder position before you jump on the bar, rather than trying to get it when you're on the bar. Now, external rotation may not be the correct technical term for this, but the traditional cues just didn't work for me, and I left my shoulder in the wrong place. So test it, tweak it, and make it work for you.